There are 8 unique NPCs inside of the Commonwealth that you can find and you can send to your settlement, and they will sell tier 4 items. These NPCs will provide much better gear, equipment, and junk than normal settlers, and some will even sell legendary items. Some of them do require you to have a certain amount of settlers. Now these settlers can be in multiple locations as long as you have a supply chain that's going to those locations. In addition to that, you are required to have the level 3 store built that they can be assigned to. Now the Automatrons DLC will make this almost impossible if you have started it yet, but it is still doable, just harder, because these NPCs can only be found in random encounters. In this video I will be showing you how to find Doc Anderson, the Doctor, Smiling Larry, Weapons Trader, Riley, General Store, the Scribe, Armor Dealer, and Ron Staples, the Food and Drink Vendor, and Annie, the Clothing Vendor. These are the requirements for all of them, so you need to have the level 3 store for them and the required settlers. Now some of these may be broken on your playthrough and you may not be able to find them. It is best to do this as early as possible without exploring most of the map and triggering the random encounters. Now this first location that I will be showing you guys is where you can find Doc Anderson and Ron Staples. You want to come in from the south so you do not trigger a custom destination and you do not trigger the random encounter. When you get here or at your base, you need to make an exit save so you have a hard save. So just exit to the main menu. When you get here, you just want to follow the path that I take. We're going to go around that school and then go straight. We're going to go through here and then up this hill. And we're going to keep going all the way to the top of the hill and then we're going to make a left. Now this is a campsite location that will trigger a random encounter. If you have the Automatron DLC and you already started it, you will get a bunch of robots sometimes. If it is not Ron Staples or Doc Anderson, just load your exit save. It can be at the location that I'm fast traveling to or at your base like I did. You're just going to make your way back and go the same path and check and see if it is Ron Staples or Doc Anderson or anybody on that list. If it's not, just load your save back. Just do not save after you trigger the random encounter because you may break it. But this is why it sucks to have the Automatron DLC started, because you will get a bunch of robots. So I'm just going to load my save back, and this is one that you are looking for. So this is Doc Anderson. You will need to have a population of 20 throughout all of your settlements connected to a supply line. Just ask her to work for you and then send her to the settlement that you want that has the level 3 doctor store already built. Now as soon as you do that, you want to make a couple of hard saves in case she ever glitches out and does not show up at your base, and you may want to talk to her one more time and send her again if it gives you the option. Now to reset the campsite and the random encounter, you want to make your way to Red Rocket, follow the path that I take, and I will show you another random encounter location. So in order to reset the other one, you need to trigger a different one. Now for most of you guys, this one will already be broken because you came here at the beginning of the game. But if you want to farm this location, just save at that stop sign. Make a different save. So from that stop sign, you're going to make your way between these houses and go between these houses, and there will be a campsite. Now Ron Staples may be here when you come here, but if not, just fast travel back to Red Rocket, and now we're going to make an exit save. So we're going to crit to the main menu, and then from there we're just going to fast travel back to where we found the doctor or we found Ron Staples, and we're going to make sure that the campsite is empty and then load that exit save back so that we do not break that random encounter. It is now reset. And now you can make your way over to the settlement where you sent that doctor, and you may have to sleep a day or two and she should pop up. Or where you sent Ron, because you can find them both in that location. But she is the only one that will not leave until you reset that campsite. But since I have the doctor, all I have to do is assign her to the level 3 clinic, and then she will become a level 4 vendor. If you found Ron Staples instead, then you need to assign him to the bar or the food and drink. But real fast, I'm going to show you guys all of the medical supplies that she does have. It is pretty good, and she does have a whole lot of Stimplex. So depending on the one you find, now you can go and use the same spot to find the other one. So you can fast travel back to the location and do an exit save, or you can just do it at any of your settlements. but it is faster if you just fast travel here and then do an exit save. So we're just going to make our way down the same path, and now the campsite should be reset and spawning random NPCs or random enemies. Now it does help if you go inside of your settings and turn off all of your autosaves so your saves don't pile up. But as you can see, the campsite is fixed and spawning random stuff. So just keep doing that until you find the opposite of the one you just found, and then make a hard save. So since I found the doctor, now I'm finding Ron Staples. But it may be the opposite for you. So he has the same requirements. You will need to have 20 settlers throughout all of your settlements that are linked, and have the level 3 bar. So just talk to him and you should be able to send him to any of your settlements. Once he starts walking away, just make a different save. It's very important that you guys make a lot of saves for backups in case they glitch out and don't show up. Now changing the time of day may help you guys if you're not getting them to spawn. But he's on his way. I'm going to go back to my settlement and I'm going to sleep for 2 days, and this will give him time to show up. If he does not show up, just load your save where you're standing in front of him, and then come back to your settlement and sleep again for 2 days, and keep doing it until he shows up. And then all you have to do is assign him to your level 3 bar. So real fast, I'm going to show you guys everything that he has, just like the other one. He does have a lot of good food and drink items, very good to have inside your base. Now just make a save so you don't have to redo all that again. Moving on to the next location, this is where you can find the Scribe or Smiling Larry. Cambridge Police Station. Now this one you want to come in from the top. You do not want to come in from the bottom and get around my custom destination so you don't break the spawn. Once you get here, you just want to follow my path and make your way out of the back. Make your way down this road, and then we're going to make a right. And right here by this yellow car, we can do our exit save. So we're going to quit to the main menu and load back. So now all we have to do is make our way down this road. Right here at this billboard, you want to walk a little slow so that it does trigger the random encounter, and check and see what spawned. If it's not what you wanted, just load that exit save and repeat. Now we're just going to keep doing this until we get the Scribe or we get Smiling Larry. So I did eventually find the Scribe, and this is what he looks like. All you have to do is go up to him and talk to him, ask him to work for you, and then send him wherever you want to send him. As long as you meet all of the requirements, 10 settlers and a level 3 armor store. Make sure you hard save the game when you're standing in front of him before he walks off. Go back to your settlement and sleep for 2 days and see if you can find him. If you can't find him, just load your save and repeat. But he's here for me, so all I have to do is assign him to my level 3 armor store. And this is everything he has, and he does have a legendary right at the top. But he does have a lot of good armor, and he is definitely worth getting. So whether you found the Scribe or you found Smiling Larry that time, now we need to reset that random encounter location. So we're going to make our way to that campsite that's down from Red Rocket, the one we used earlier in the video. This will fix the random encounter that's by the police station. We're going to fast travel back to it. Make our way back to that yellow car and then do an exit save and do the same thing over and over again until we find the other guy. Now Smiling Larry does spawn here 100%, but for me on this playthrough he was broken. I tried for about 4 hours in multiple locations and could never get him to spawn, and that will happen to some of you guys. So I probably ended up spawning him and he died, or it just forced him not to spawn anymore, but this is what he looks like. He was the only one I was not able to get, but now we're going to move on to Riley for the general store. She is at this location, but I do recommend you guys to get that settlement that's back there behind, because she is very glitchy and that just makes it easier for you to send her there and then to a different settlement. All you have to do is kill everybody and go to the top of the lighthouse, and then you can claim it. But all we're going to do is walk inside this building and she will be talking to this guy. You do not want to interact with her until she goes outside. Wait till she goes outside and then you can talk to her. Just say sick people when she's done talking. Then she will talk some more, and then ask her about her vault suit, and then you can ask her to work for you. And then you can choose to send her to that lighthouse. Now she is a bit glitchy, so you may have to do it again. So just do it 2 times and send her both times to that lighthouse. So don't forget to do it 2 times, guys, because she is really glitched out. And then you want to make a quick save and walk with her all the way to that lighthouse and make sure that she does not die. So you want to make sure you blow up all of the bombs that are in front of this lighthouse, and then whenever she gets there, then you can send her wherever you want her to go and do a save. Now you can walk with her and make sure she gets there safely. Sometimes she does glitch out and you have to ask her to work for you again, but all you really need to do is quick save in front of her and fast travel to wherever you sent her and sleep for 2 days and make sure she shows up. If she doesn't, just load your save back and do it again, and keep doing that until she shows up. You can set her for the general store and she will have a lot of scrap and a lot of items, and it's very useful for anybody that wants to build a bunch of stuff. So moving on to the final vendor, which is the clothing vendor, we are going to get Anna, and she is located right here. WRVR Broadcast Station. Now she is also one of the easiest ones to get. We're just going to make our way inside, and we need to find her. She will be inside here somewhere. Once we find her, we want to offer to help, and then we're going to ask her, what do you do? And then ask her if she wants to work for you, and then you can send her wherever you want to. So just send her to the place that you want her to go, make sure she leaves and she is walking over there, and then make a couple of saves, and then you can fast travel wherever you sent her and sleep for 2 days and make sure that she shows up. You may have to sleep a little bit longer, but if you don't show up, just load that save and do it again. But now all we have to do is assign her to the level 3 clothing store. Now she does have a lot of good clothing, but the best thing is that she has the Minuteman outfits and hat. Now I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This was a very hard video for me to make, and it did take me 2 days just trying to figure out everything and where everything spawns. Don't forget to show me some love and smash that like button, and I will talk to you guys later.